You finished the music. Now what? Why most independent artists fail. After the studio, and how you can avoid the same mistakes. Every week, we receive calls from artists who've poured their heart and soul into their music, but find themselves stuck. They've got songs, sometimes even full albums. They know their sound is fire, their passion is real, but something's off, nothing is moving. This scenario is not rare, it's extremely common. And the truth is this, finishing your song is only 20% of what it takes to succeed in today's music industry. The other 80%? That's where most artists fall short, because they don't know what they don't know. I'm AJ, Business Development Manager here at CSP Music Group, and I want to walk you through what that other 80% actually looks like. If you're an independent artist, chances are you've already put everything into creating your music, your time, your budget, your energy. And now that it's finished, the big question is, what comes next? Over the years, I've spoken with thousands of talented artists who are full of potential, but simply don't have a clear plan for how to release, market, or position themselves professionally. They've got the music, but not the infrastructure, and certainly not the momentum they need to make a real impact. That's why I'm here. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the most important steps every independent artist should take after the music is recorded. From branding and copyright, to building your website, preparing for radio, syncing, promotion, and beyond. And I'm not just going to give you a checklist. I'm going to help you understand why each of these steps matters, and how missing just one can stop your momentum cold. So whether you've just wrapped up your first single or have an entire album ready to go, what you do next will determine whether your music makes it into the world or gets buried in your hard drive. Let's break it down. Step 1. You recorded your music. But that's just the start. Recording your music is important. It's the foundation. But here's the reality. You're one of millions of artists who can say the same thing. In today's market, over 100,000 tracks are uploaded to major DSPs, Spotify, Apple Music, etc. every day. That's not a typo. Every day. So how do you stand out? With strategy, branding, structure, and visibility, none of which happen in the studio. If your only asset is your audio file, you're walking into a war with one weapon and no armor. Let's go through each piece that should follow recording before you attempt to release anything. Step 2. You need professional cover art and consistent visual branding. Before people press play, they look at your cover art. In fact, first impressions are formed within 50 milliseconds. Whether it's on Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, or TikTok, your visual presence determines whether someone clicks or skips. Why professional art matters. Streaming platform compliance. Platforms reject blurry, low-res, or improperly sized artwork. Marketing impact. Cohesive artwork increases fan recognition across multiple releases. Social proof. People assume higher quality visuals equal more professional music. Standard requirements include 3000 by 3000 pixels, perfect square. RGB color format. Less than 20 megabits in PNG or JPG format. No logos or promotional text unless approved. Clear, clean fonts with your name and the track or album title. If you're using outdated or amateur artwork, you're disqualifying yourself before you even begin. Your visual brand is just as important as your sound. Step 3. You need a press kit, bio, and story, not just a song. Even great music gets ignored when there's no story behind it. When you pitch to blogs, radio, podcasts, or curators, they need context. They need to understand why you matter and what your movement is about. An electronic press kit, EPK, or even better, a video EPK is a digital resume for your music career. A solid EPK should include a compelling artist biography, both short and extended, high-resolution photos, links to your music, videos, website, and social media, a list of past performances or tours, if available, press features or reviews, if applicable, notable collaborations, production credits, or sync placements, downloadable logo or branding elements. Even if you're just getting started, a press kit sets the tone for where you're going. It's what media outlets, radio programmers, booking agents, and even investors look for. No EPK, no pitch. Step 4. You need a website, not just social media. Yes, social media is important, but social media is rented space. You don't own it. And when the algorithm shifts, which it does frequently, your reach disappears. Your website is your home base. It's where fans, industry reps, booking agents, and journalists go to learn about you without distraction. Your website should include a custom domain, www.yourname.com, embedded streaming links, your full press kit or an EPK download link, bio and professional photos, contact form or booking inquiry section, links to your social channels, blog or news updates for SEO benefits. In today's digital economy, having a clean, mobile-optimized site is non-negotiable. Without one, you look unestablished, even if your music is brilliant. Step 5. You must handle copyright and registration. Let's be blunt. If your song isn't registered with the US Copyright Office, it's not legally protected. Uploading to YouTube or TuneCore is not copyright. Without proper registration, you cannot defend your ownership in court. You may lose out on publishing income. You risk someone else registering your music before you. In addition to copyright, you should also register with a performing rights organization, PRO, like ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC. Register with Sound Exchange to collect digital performance royalties. Use split sheets with collaborators to establish ownership percentages. Consider using a publishing administrator to help collect global royalties. Skipping these steps is the equivalent of building a house with no deed or address. You're unprotected and invisible on the back end. Step 6. You need to release strategically, not spontaneously. Too many artists upload their song to Spotify and blast out a social media post, hoping it catches. That's not a release plan. That's a shot in the dark. A real release includes pre-save campaign with a landing page weeks before release, scheduled content to create anticipation, behind-the-scenes clips, artwork reveals, sound snippets, a press release and outreach to media contacts, email list announcement and retargeting to previous fans, social ad campaigns with call to actions, post-release strategy with interviews, live streams, and follow-ups. If you don't build anticipation and engagement before the drop, your release dies within 48 hours. Step 7. You need radio and media exposure. With the right structure. While the internet has leveled the playing field, radio and media exposure still hold major weight. Chart placements and airplay give you credibility, not just with fans, but with press outlets, investors, and even labels. They also lead to press features and interviews, licensing opportunities, higher payout reports on royalties, discoverability in new markets and demographics. To get radio play, you need properly tagged and formatted MP3 or WAV files, clean versions for FM, a strong EPK, a professional email pitch, consistent follow-up, a chart reporting mechanism so you can show proof of traction. Step 8. You need consistent branded social media with a fan funnel. Social media isn't just for posting, it's for positioning. That means everything you do should feed into a fan funnel, a series of steps that guide casual listeners into active supporters. A functioning funnel includes eye-catching branded visuals that match your website and artwork, a link in bio tool that sends fans to your latest release, email sign-up, or merch, a system for collecting emails and phone numbers for direct access, engaging content that tells your story, not just promoting the song, regular call to actions, follow, pre-save, share, comment, tag, retargeting through social ads and sponsored content. Without this system, every new listener is a missed opportunity. You're not just building hype, you're building community. Step 9. You need music prepared for sync, publishing, and licensing. Your music can earn income far beyond streams if it's properly prepared for sync and licensing. TV, film, ads, trailers, and games are always looking for music, but they require full rights to both the master and publishing. Lyric sheets, clean versions, instrumentals and stems, split sheets for all collaborators, proper registration with a PRO and metadata embedded. If you're not prepared, you won't be considered. Period. Sync is a six-figure opportunity stream that most indie artists miss simply because they don't know the requirements. Step 10. You need monetization plans, not just dreams. Your music is a business asset, but a business needs infrastructure to make money. You need merch design and fulfillment systems, email marketing automation, ticketing setup for live shows, a publishing administrator to collect your royalties globally, data analytics to track audience behavior. Dreaming about making money from music is fine, but planning for it is where the real artists separate from the hobbyists. Don't let this be the end of the road. This is where so many artists get stuck, and it's completely understandable. The music industry is complex and the learning curve is steep. But staying stuck means you'll never reach the audience who needs to hear your sound. Here's the good news. You don't have to figure this out on your own. At CSP Music Group, we've got a proven process that can guide you every step of the way. The first step is simple. Fill out the submission form on our website. This helps us understand your current situation and what you're hoping to achieve. Once we have the details, we'll schedule a free consultation where we'll dive deep into your goals, your music, and how we can work together to take things to the next level. This isn't a generic one-size-fits-all approach. This is personalized, tailored to your specific vision and needs. So, if you're ready to take that next step and turn your music into results, the time is now. Remember, your songs are only the beginning. Let's build a real music career together.